Namaste programs, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator and the France to Australia in little bits trip. Today we're leaving Bahrain on our way to Qatar. I'm going to go via a few interesting things I've found from the aerial. There's not much in Qatar. How are they going to have a World Cup soccer here? I don't know. There's not enough houses for the supporters. What's going on? Via Doha, but then we'll head off to this one here to start our trip south today. So let's go. Okay, here we are at this airbase in southern Bahrain. Let's leave it and head to Qatar. Thank you, Bahrain, for having us. Appreciate your hospitality. From what I can see, you are much more populated and lush than the much larger Qatar. We shall see as we get over there. Qatar looks like it's just a desert peninsula next to the the Persian Sea. Let's get going. Let's actually take off a bit faster than normal. Get our flaps up. Get some proper climbing going. Alright, we want 151 for a few seconds or so just to get us in the air and in the right direction today. I will do exactly that, ATC.
Tower Chas Rover Zulu Alpha 11 continue for south departure.
Got my wheels up? I did get my wheels up. I do it just by reflex, I think. I don't even notice I'm doing it. So we can have a bit of a trip over the water here. Not far, not long. In fact, I'm going to head over here for, well, I'm going to wait for the purple arrow to be happy. Which it isn't yet. Yeah, there it goes, 144. So before we do our 144, I just want to come and have a look at these two man-made crescent-shaped, I guess this is some kind of resort down here. Just on our last little squiz at Bahrain. And there's a bunch actually. A bunch of what looks like man-made little sandbank like that they've got in Dubai. What craziness is this? Doesn't even look like that's a port. That's a port. Okay, that's interesting. And then yeah, this looks like resort living. I mean, that's cool. Just sitting out living in the middle of the sea like that. The whole thing has been completely man-made and constructed, it looks like. Let's trim down now. There we go, Sheikh ISA. I saw that when I clicked on it. And yet, once you click on it, it just says Bahrain instead of showing Sheikh ISA. Look at these fishies. Oh, the fishies. I want to live in a fish. Pretty cool. That's pretty cool. They've all got their boat docks. Fantastic. Complete sort of crazy opulence, but hey, we'll allow it.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace Chas Rover Zulu Alpha 11.
Look at that. Is that not incredible madness, but cool nonetheless? Say you're worth bazillions of dollars without saying you're worth bazillions of dollars. Pretty funny. How am I at 94% power when I'm pretty sure I wanted 92? Well, not pretty sure. I thought I did that. Did I bump the power again? What's going on? Nothing's making sense. Okay, there we go. As we head over to the Hawa Islands. That will be Qatar. This is... Ooh, I wonder who owns this one. You've got Bahrain gradually, you know, building out into the Persian Gulf. And then you've got this little island. Who owns it? Bahrain or Qatar? Looks like it's pretty much in between. Maybe no one owns it. Maybe no one gives a shit. Beautiful day. What are we looking at? 19 degrees C, 19 degree, not one, English man, spit it out. 19 knot crosswind. Wow. In case you're wondering, I found India. Here it is. Here's India. You thought it was down in the subcontinent of Asia. But no, it's actually in the Persian Gulf. Who knew? Who knew? So yeah, as mentioned, I'm going to be... I don't know how new some of this aerial photography would be, but you know, maybe they've got some stuff in Doha about the, you know, football stadiums and whatnot. They're having these World Cup here, are they not, in 2022? Oh, the Soccer World Cup. In the middle of summer, apparently. I mean, it's 20 degrees C, middle of winter, so, yeah, there's no way it isn't going to be an extremely strange World Cup. Plus, it's a Muslim country, so no drinking, which I'm not sure how that's going to work. I'm pretty sure it's a generic beer brand sponsored World Cup. But yeah, money talks, my dudes. Money talks. What have we got here on Hawa Islands? So I did notice, I think there's like a town here called Hawa, but the whole islands were called Hawa Islands. There's a little village there. I don't know what's going on here with this strip of land. We've got a possibly man-made dock there, or just a road out to an island that then acts as a dock for this larger island. Qatar itself is not an island. It's a peninsula, it looks like, from what I could see. It's connected to the main part of the whole Arabian Peninsula. It's a peninsula within a peninsula. I don't know what's going on with that grey. I mean, it just must be a different photography or something. Someone came across and actually filmed, you know, that at a different time, and that's what they're using, but it's got a different colouring to the rest of it. I'm not seeing the town of Hawa, which I thought was here somewhere, but there you go. Yeah, can't have everything. Now, custom point, I put this on this little island in front of us. Yeah, this one here. There is 3 buildings there. Maybe that's Hawa. Not getting much use, these islands, it seems. Perhaps they fear their neighbours, the Bahrainians. Alright, now we want 167 for 5 minutes 30. On our way to Dukhan. Seems to be a fairly significant town down this way.
126.7 Chaps Rover Zulu Alpha 11. Bahrain Center, Chaps Rover Zulu Alpha 11 2,500 feet.
Why would you be talking to Bahrain radar? Let's talk to Qatar radar, surely. Maybe Bahrain runs the airspace of Qatar as well. Much more lush green little island thing there than the rest of them around. Interesting, interesting. See what we can see. Some more greenery there. That's all of the north of Qatar over there. We're going to be skipping most of that. Plus, there didn't seem to be much there, to be honest. TBH. In my opinion, IMO. Bahrain, it's barely a figment of our imagination in the distance there now. And boom, just Persian Sea. Land down there? It should be actually, I think. Yeah, that's probably, yeah, it's Saudi Arabia still over there. Where, yeah, we're just jutting out into the Persian Gulf, Qatar. Excellent. Excellent. Jesus, it's just desert. Flat desert. Surrounded by sea. It's going to be interesting. Going to be interesting. Bahrain was much more interesting than I had thought. I thought it was a pretty much a desert rock just sitting in the middle of, but it was much smaller than I thought, and much more developed than I thought. It won't be long before that entire island is covered in houses, I think. This one, on the other hand, seems rather sparse. Let's see, where we can have a look at this little shack. What's it doing there? Is it just a seaside restaurant? Is it a monitoring station? What is it? Who knows? We've got some more little buildings coming up here. Little dock. Tiny little port village. This is almost a city size. We've got the algorithms doing the little city-shaped building blobs. Perhaps that's Dukan? We haven't got our custom marker yet. We've only done 4 minutes of almost 4 minutes of almost 6 minutes. So another couple of minutes to go. It must be Dukan over there. Fairly densely built up town in this part of Qatar. As mentioned, not sure if how old this aerial photography will be, or whether we'll be able to see what construction they've been doing over the last few years in order to get ready for their World Cup hosting duties. Our forever search for football fields and stadiums actually has a purpose for once. Let's see how they're going. Let's see how their preparations are. I'm just going to head over this way a little bit to see what's going on. Hello, Dukan. Dukan! The white line is curving away from us now, but I still have no vision on where the custom point is. It's shown up on my map just now, so it'll show up on this one. There it is there. Okay, so what have you got, Dukan? Got any football stadiums? Nope, maybe, nope. Greenery over here, I don't know if it's football. And yeah, where are you going to put all the people coming to visit? Probably aren't, in fact. They'll still be in the pandemic by then, and I'll just go, fuck it, we won't have any audience, just like the Olympics. There we go, there's some football fields, so alright, you know, they're getting ready for it. There we go. Dukan's going to host some stuff, I assume. Alright, let's loop around to our custom marker, which is right. I somehow put it in the middle of this field of whatever's going on here, patch of watery sand or something. No idea what it is. Let's try and get back to the line before we lose a bit of height as well. Before we head, oh there we go. Now it's finally triggered our Purple, purple. Arrow? Yes, the arrow. That's what we wanted. Alright, 88 degrees for 6 minutes 33. This, I don't know what this was. A bunch of circular things with tiny little towns nearby. There were two towns, Al Atwariya and Al Shayhaniya. But yeah, from the aerial view, it seemed like some really interesting construction going on there. Maybe it's football related. Let's go have a look. I'm going to follow the road. See what we can see. Because it's going to take us on the path we want anyway. Got some new construction there, I feel like. You know, this could be like a athlete's village or something like that. Maybe. I mean, I'm just going by the fact that looking from the aerial view, there's pretty much nothing in Qatar. There's Doha and little patches of stuff like this. Otherwise, not much. So some of this might be brand new. I'm trying to develop it all up as part of the World Cup, which is partly the reason people do the Olympics and World Cups and things, to help get an injection of money into the infrastructure of the country. There we've got a huge racetrack here. Is that what's going on? Well, what's going on here? It's got two loops. What's it all about? Actually, again, oh no, it was Bahrain. Yesterday we saw a what might have been some kind of racetrack. Is Qatar on the F1 circuit as well? Don't know. That one I don't know. Bahrain sort of rings a bell, but not really. Qatar, not at all. In my humble opinion. What are you guys up to? What's going on down here? I mean, this could all be militaries for all I know as well. I mean, this could be barracks, and this circular thing might be some kind of... I have no idea what it could be. Maybe it's a Large Hadron Collider. Oh, I moved my keyboard and the game paused slightly. That is worrisome. That is worrisome. Well, we're still good. We're still Gucci. I've completely ditched the white line. It's well to our right, but that's fine. I feel like these roads are going to take us where we want to go anyway. They've definitely got some good road infrastructure here in Qatar. Here and amongst the incredible scenery. I mean, I didn't mean that to sound as sarcastic as it did. I mean, yeah, it's just flat sand. But it's incredible. Look at it. It's amazing. Imagine living here. I think it'd drive me mad. You know, if you're over on the sea, I guess it'd be alright. Go to the beach and whatnot, but I'm actually heading back to the line right now, because I'm not sure where our... It must be up here, that my little towns, I don't know. It doesn't seem to fit where the line is.
Cheers, Rover Zulu Alpha 1-1, you're leaving my airspace. Radar service terminated. Squawk 7000. Frequency change approved.
Right. Goodbye, Bahrain.
Squawk 7000. Frequency change approved. Chas Rover Zulu Alpha 1-1. Doha approach. Chas Rover Zulu Alpha 1-1 is type Diamonds DA 6225 miles northwest of Al Udeid, 3,000 feet. Request flight following. Chas Rover Zulu Alpha 1-1 Doha approach. Squawk 3304.
Oh, they're chatty. Oh, they're chatty. Let's have a look at this little village hiding. Why here? Why is it this far away from the main road? What's so important about this little area? Maybe it's above some water, some underground water. An oasis, a well.
Roger, Chas Rover Zulu Alpha 1-1.
There we go. I think we're actually right now. Yeah, we're nearly on the The white line. Little farm, I guess. Again, where's the food production for this country? Bahrain had none. We didn't see any farms. Oh, at least I didn't. Maybe there was the odd field or something, but not really. And then now you've got this. Where do you get the food from? I guess they've got plenty of oil to buy food from other people. Egypt, for example. The whole Nile Valley was just farm on farm on farm. Here we go. Here's the, again, this is what I saw from up in the sky, in the aerial view, choosing my waypoints. These big concentric circle, well, not circles, ovals. At Al Atwariya and Al Shayhaniya.
Approach Chas Rover Zulu Alpha 11. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace. Chas Rover Zulu Alpha 11 Doha approach. Clear through the Charlie airspace.
Honestly, how much communicating do we need to do to the ATC here? But yeah, rather large town. It looks all residential, to be honest. And then these circular things, what are they? I mean, my best guess is aliens. Got to be the aliens, right? Well, whatever it is, there it is. I can't even hazard a guess what this is for. I mean, is it some kind of agriculture thing going on? Is it some kind of scientific thing going on? Is it some kind of oil thing going on? It's definitely not football related, it seems. I have to look this up. I'm actually intrigued. Alright, now we want 119 for 5 minutes 41. We're heading to Doha itself, the city, the capital. Possible construction there, don't know. Looks like a bit of a resort with some farmland around it. There we go, here's where all the food's being produced, and another circular thing going on. Must be some kind of agriculture thing. Must be the only way to grow things in this area. Oh, here we go, we found some farmlands, yeah. Got the radar fields and a whole bunch of farms and fields now. Okay, I've just looked it up. And that was the Al Shahaniya Camel Racetrack. So not F1. Camels. Camels, my dude. That is awesome. That's gigantic camel racetracks, and I assume that's what we saw back earlier as well. God dang. God dang. You learn something every day. It did look like a racetrack, but I couldn't really see how it would work as a car racetrack. But now my answer, yeah, that's my answer. It's for camels. It's it looked too big to be like a horse racetrack as well. So maybe, you know, camel races are much longer. Apparently, I guess, they're bigger, wider. What's going on here? Just a farm. Factory, petrol place maybe. Camel racetrack. couple of minutes to go before I picked a point inside Doha itself. It seemed to be some kind of structure or colourful thing. I wasn't sure what it was, so we'll find out. It looked like something interesting to look at. Is that possibly a stadium being built? Does look like a whole construction area, doesn't it? Possibly, possibly. I imagine the majority of the football will be played in Doha, given that's the rest of the country is pretty much just desert and uninhabited, or barely inhabited. A couple of football fields just hanging about. Don't really look like stadiums though. This could be some kind of sport complex as well. Maybe it's an indoor stadium. That'd be the way to do it. Indoor stadiums with, I don't know, misters or something to keep everything cool. Don't know if you can air condition an entire indoor stadium, but I guess you could try. Where there's $1 billion, there's a way. This all looks like resort living houses and things. Lush gardens and whatnot. In amongst the desert sands. Here we go, Doha herself. Ooh, the golf course. Good to know, good to know. It's all looking very deserty in amongst it all though, doesn't it? Really just pumping in water from somewhere. We've got possibly another camel racetrack here. Perhaps it's a horse racetrack. Definitely a racetrack though. And then here we go. This must be for the World Cup. It all looks pretty new. We've got these gardens and things to wander around. A big football stadium, a second one on the side. Big conference centre, no doubt. Hotels. All sorts of shit going on here. That's what I thought it might be when I clicked on it. This must be the centre of it all. This is where the World Cup's going to be. Fuck yes, bro. Fuck yes. Alright, so let's go 89 degrees for 2 minutes 15 and have a quick squiz at the international airport over here. I was going to land there, but then I thought might as well get a couple of minutes extra on this leg further south to save ourselves a bit of time tomorrow. Look at all the football fields, so okay. Probably not going to have much trouble. And then yeah, plenty of places to house people here, I assume. Plenty of hotels, if not they're building them. Big city. Big city Doha. Beautiful harbour. / bay. Not bad, not bad. Look at it. Let's see what this colourful thing here is. No idea. Some kind of... looks almost like an amphitheatre or something. That might be exactly what it is. More football fields. Alright, well they've, you know... they've got some football fields. Again, Qatar is one of those countries that does a lot of football. You know, it's not a complete corrupt mess that they got the World Cup. They certainly have, well, I'm not sure they have a football team that's ever made it to a World Cup, but they certainly have a national football team. There we go. International airport. This was actually also an airport. These are separate airports apparently.
Doha approach Chas Rover, Zulu Alpha 11 2,700 feet.
Chas Rover Zulu Alpha 11 Doha approach QNH 29.907 continue as planned.
Where am I headed? OTBD. Yeah, okay, so it's this one underneath that the purple arrow wants to move on from. Well, if it's not going to... There we go, finally move on. Alright, now we head south to an airport... What was it called? Al Udeid. Al Udeid. Down here somewhere, so we can have a little bit more of a look at Doha. And then just land at the outskirts of the city, ready for our trip south into the UAE countries tomorrow, I hope, possibly. Need to reset my clock. 6:32 this way. Let's have a look at what's going on here though. A little bit more football fields. Interesting things going on there. Don't know what it is though. Some kind of museum maybe. Got some kind of reservoir with blue water on it. So I don't know what's going on there either. There's a lot I don't know. There's so much I don't know. That's the well, that's, you know, that's a great thing about life. I think collectively as a human race, with all of our databases and books and libraries and whatnot, we know precisely jack about shit about anything. Any topic. Even the most simplest topics, I think we know just a tiny little bit. What we know is, you know, impressive, but we've got a long way to go if we want to know everything. Of course, a human being will never be able to know everything. You know, maybe the computers or the robots that we build will. Then they will take over. And our purpose in the universe would have been completed. We would have given birth to AI. And the universe will finally be able to understand itself. Or nah. Or we just kill ourselves because we, you know, because of disputes over oil or religion or something. It'll be one of those. But for now, we can enjoy the desert section of Doha here. Again, I think Qatar might have been one of those countries in the Arab Spring where all these people living out here in the deserts in poor conditions got onto Google Earth and Bing Maps and said, "Oh my God, look at the luxury that the rich people are living in with all their water and whatnot." Certainly there was a few of these countries out here involved in the Arab Spring. I don't know what it got them, whether they are in better circumstances now than they were. My gut feeling is probably not. Revolutions just don't seem to have the impact that they used to. Not that they ever did. I mean, the French had a revolution to get rid of their kings and queens and installed an emperor immediately, so yeah. It doesn't ever pan out the way you'd think. Let's have a look around. We've got just desert, flat desert out that way. And we've got the rapidly diminishing Doha city behind us. Ditto this way. City, then flat desert. But yeah, plenty of people still living in the outskirts here. Another one of these countries where pretty much everyone's in just one city. Which is kind of interesting, really, when you think about it. Is this the airport in front of us? I think it is. it is showing up as black on the front view there. The question is, where is the actual runway? It must be going left to right as we look at it now. Can we talk? Al Udeid Airport, there we go.
Tower Chas Rover Zulu Alpha 11 is 5 miles northeast, 2,700 feet with
Looks
Charlie
like the
to
purple
land.
line wants me to land this way. Make left base runway 16L. Oh, well, that's not what the purple line wanted me to do, but we'll do it anyway.
Left Chas Rover Zulu Alpha 11.
We'll do what we're told. For once, we're going to have to go over the runway and then land like this. I assume it's quite windy still. I feel like that would mean we're landing downwind. I feel like we should be landing into the wind. The wind's coming this way, right? And they want me to land that way. I'm going to do what they say and then complain bitterly about how stupid it is. If I can even find which one of these markings is a runway. Right, so I'm thinking that's a runway, that must be 16L then. And definitely I don't think that's what we should be landing on. But alright, who am I to judge? Who am I to tell them their business? ATC, they're the ones who know what they're doing. Oh, no, I'm just complete. I've just lost my mind. This is 16, is it? How is that 16? I looked at it the wrong way. Okay, no, that's completely correct. Yeah. Oh, well, look, I fucked up. I was so sure that you were doing the wrong thing that I completely fucked up. It's because it said left base, and I thought, well, it should have just said fly straight in, I think. But I guess because we're at an angle... Look, I've got no excuse. I just wanted to see this interesting little area here. Get our gear down. And the reason I realised that is that the right runway there has got yellow markings on it, which means don't land. So, yeah... We'll just do a little nonchalant turnaround like this. We'll forget anything happened. No one saw nothing. No one saw nothing. There we go. There we go. Let's come into land like we were always going to do it this way. Don't know how I misread the compass. Assumed the ATC didn't know what they were doing, assuming the computer didn't know how to calculate which way the wind was going and select the right runway for us. So many things that could not possibly be true. All to make up for the fact that I read the compass wrong. So be it. So be it. We can't all be perfect. That'll do. We're going to probably land a bit slow, but hey. It's fine. It's fine. We've made it. ATC's going to say, oh, please leave the runway. And I'm going to say no. Even though you were right and I was wrong. No. Alright, that was leg 38 of our huge trip. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for existing. Au revoir, goodbye.